Hi, today I want to share with you a few altering projects. First of all, this is one of the latest one. It's an altered a bottle. I was inspired by Jeanette of Scrappin Happyxo. She made the cap especially like a Victorian hat. But after referencing some Victorian costume pictures, I came up with this. It is slightly different from the way how Jeanette made her cap. I put flower at the front instead of at the back, like she did, and I put on some pearl trim, and let me move a bit forward the camera. And I put on feather because I found that a lot of the Victorian hats they have feather on them, and a ruffle trim, and at the back this is one pattern of a lace trim, and for this one I use a sheer ribbon and sew it to make a flower or some ruffle at the back, and I put on some more ribbon and seam bindings. And for the bottle, I put on sequin trim and some blank trim, and for this trim it is very pretty, but because the dangling part is very long, so I think that it's not easy to put it on some mini or some small sized projects, but it's just this bottle because this bottle is tall. And I used some a ribbon applique, and I used two feathers as the antennae, and I put on two ribbon rows. They are ready-made, and an applique which is very large, and a leaf applique here, and some ready-made flowers, and also some flower-shaped beads. And this is also a flower applique, and I'm quite happy how it turns out. And let me share with you other projects. This one was made many years ago, and I altered a box from Crabtree and Evelyn. I used because the background color is red, so I used some red embellishments. I used three ribbons and weave them together and to form somewhat like a vine, and I put on flowers here and there, and because I used this image, it is a matchbox, and actually the wording is matches. I used a photo frame to hide the yes, and I put on this word perfect, so it becomes perfect match. And here, you light up my life. It is cardboard embellishment, and this was the original flower that came from another box by Crabtree and Evelyn. It was also in red color, and I put on a brooch and some I don't know what you call this. This is a doily, a paper doily in silver color, but I distressed it with distress ink to make it darker in color. And this is a stamp, a lamppost, and here it says, "You light my fire." And I didn't alter the other parts of the box. This can was also made many years ago, and I shared this rose in my cabbage ribbon cabbage rose video, and I promised to share this can, but I have put it aside for many years. Now I'm going to share it. This is I put on a lace trim here, which is very pretty, and this homemade stick pin, and on the can, these two roses was also made by ribbon in a way like this ribbon cabbage rose, but I glued them on a paper. I used a piece of paper to back it, and I glue it with hot glue, because this one the ribbon is very sleek, and they tend to go out of shape, so I have to glue them from time to time. So I glue them on the paper, and this is the fabric tag, and I put on quite a few ribbon trims here to tie a few bows, and put on some fabric flowers. And that's it. This one isn't really an altered project, but it's just a paper bag that I made using this pack of paper. It is a wrapping paper book. You see, the patterns are also very pretty. But it is in A3 size. And the background paper is also from that paper pack. So I tear out a whole piece of paper and then fold it to form a bag. And I think you will find many tutorials on YouTube on how to make this paper bag. So I don't want to bore with you with the procedure. I just want to tell you this ribbon rose was, but this time I glued it from time to time. So I think this one is also pretty in a way that as I said in the video, you don't make the crease to the edge, so you can see it's quite fluffy, and so it's quite pretty. And I put on some flowers and some leaves die cut. Most of them are die cut from Marion dyes, and for this one is a Chilean dye, and for this paper doily, my sister brought it all the way back from Canada, and I think this is very pretty because it's very detailed. And I put on this because I think it looks nicer to have something on here. And here's a ribbon bow. And at the back I put on a Velcro, there's closure, and a ribbon, and you can see that the main color theme is blue. So I hope you like my sharing today. Thanks for watching. Bye.